Oh, and I can tell my... Oh, I see what's happening. StreamYard's trying to blur my background, and it doesn't need to. Okay, there we go. That's what happens when I go on the road. All of my settings get messed up. Welcome, everybody. Market analysis for November 20th. This is going to be a little bit different. We're going to still go through the technical analysis, but I'm going to share with you a few strategies for you to find opportunities on your own. I've got my list. I've got the watch list that we go through. Oh, and I just realized ADA did another big jump, eh? Just now. I just saw that now. And yeah, we've been looking at the technical analysis, and I like it because it's what I know. But I recognize that it's actually not that helpful for a lot of people who haven't necessarily done much technical analysis. There's a big body of knowledge behind it. And so what I want to get away from is an attachment to them. Still, I will use them as a means to find good entries. Obviously, it's nice to know where the tops are and where the bottoms are. And so technical analysis can help you with that. But it's not good for looking for assets to invest in. And that's what I want. I really want the empowerment to be around that, because as we're going through this next 4 to 6 month period, there are going to be hundreds of opportunities that come forward. And instead of me relying on me to find all of them for you, because I won't be able to, what this does is that it branches out our efforts. So instead of me coming up with the ideas, we as a team can now start hunting for these ideas. And there are certain things to look for before you decide whether or not there is a good opportunity. And so we're going to cover a few of those. And then that way you can find opportunities on your own. Now, the first thing that I'm going to recommend, and we've talked about it in the past, is to get an account with CoinMarketCap. Now, CoinMarketCap is it's just a website that's been around for a long time. I think probably 2016 is when I first saw it, 17 for sure. And what it does, let's just...
Where did Paul go?
Poof.
Did he drop off? All of a sudden he was there, and then poof, Paul's gone. Okay. I'm like,
yeah, I'm sure he'll be back.
Yeah. Well, we could talk about him behind his back while he's not here.
Totally, right?
Yeah.
In his own live stream.
Yeah, totally tell everybody, make sure you come and watch this stuff, because, oh my goodness, it's really good to learn.
Yeah, totally. So helpful.
Mm-hmm. And we might as well get his wealth of knowledge.
Yep.
While he's given it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where are you located? Audrey?
Drayton Valley.
No, Drayton.
And you?
Right now, Gwyn in Wetaskiwin County.
Oh, okay.
It's just outside of Wetaskiwin, about half an hour.
Mm-hmm. And what do you do?
Not much. I've been getting ready, doing renos on my house, getting ready to sell it. So
Okay.
that's kind of been taking over life. So, there he is.
Yeah. No, stop
What that
talking
was
about
all
him. Stop
about.
talking about him.
Yeah, exactly.
All
I'm
good
not sure
stuff.
what happened there. Yeah, it says the Wi-Fi did a power cycle on it, so I gotta figure out what's going. I think actually it might have got because Audrey Lynn was downstairs and she was working on something in the basement, and I think she powered cycled the Wi-Fi. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, opportunities. I was talking about coin market cap. I'm going to go ahead and sign in here so we can see what it looks like. I'm not going to go over account creation and all that kind of thing. We're just going to quickly browse through a few opportunities and evaluate just the first surface evaluations. Don't even bother looking at these coins unless these things are in place. Unless you know something, you've got some sort of insider trading, then in that case, please share. And but otherwise, yeah, this is going to be how kind of some basic litmus test. There's more, but we're going to start with this because again, this is the first thing that you need to be able to identify when looking at an opportunity. Okay, so let's go ahead and call up where did my OBS go? There it is. All right, stage left. Well, that didn't work. Where did it go? Oh, my camera is reversed. Yeah, see, look, there's all these things. And for whatever reason, my screen is still not. Okay, so then we bring up stage left. And there's my window capture. There we go. Okay. Now we're in. Cryptocurrencies. Okay, so this list here is the top cryptocurrencies that's listed by a market capitalization. So at the very top, you can see there's Bitcoin coming in at $1. Ethereum, second in line at 377 billion. Okay, so that's a big difference between the two. Bitcoin is essentially almost 6 times larger than the second in line. Ethereum, Tether is United States tethered coin, so it's actually a cryptocurrency that stays on par with the dollar. Very handy for when you need to make quick trades without having to go all the way back to your broker and Endex, for example. You don't have to bring your money back to Endex to turn it into Canadian. You could simply use Tether and then transfer your assets into Tether. Now, I'm not that big of a fan of it because, well, it's the US dollar, which could crash as well, right? So, however, for short term, I'm just gonna be here for a few hours. Very, very handy to move your money around. Solana is there. BNB, that is the Binance network. So it's a big, huge brokerage and exchange. XRP is there, Dogecoin, so on and so forth. So what's going to happen over this bubble? How is this going to play out? Well, the first thing is going to happen is because everybody just goes to Bitcoin. That is the number one, obviously. Look, market dominance indicates that it's 3 times larger than Ethereum. So it's the first thing that people get. That's why, like, as soon as the election happened, Bitcoin and Ethereum went up. It's because these are the two big ones. These are the two main ones. And as a result, now we're sitting at $94,000 US Bitcoin. Now, I think actually I made this. Yeah, this is in US. So total crypto market cap is 3.14 trillion. Okay, so 3.14, that is, so 18 times 2 is 36. So it's almost double the size of Bitcoin is the rest of crypto, all of crypto. So very, very, very strong. So when people first join, this is where the money first is going to go right away. It's going to go into the Bitcoins. It's going to go into the Ethereums. And what's going to happen is that from there, we'll see this, what we're experiencing right now, which is a little bit of fluctuation. Let's go back to the chart so you can see the correlation. And look at that, Bitcoin forming new all-time highs. Wah, wah, wah. So here we have now that all-time high being 94,770. Oh, 700 rather, 94,700. Yeah, that is, oh, actually 7 high, 94.7. Yeah, 94.7 is the all-time high listed on crypto.com. We are, you can see after this growth here, this was that market capitalization boost, all right? And then as time went on, it kind of went sideways. It did. It really consolidated for a while. Now forming a new high. That's wonderful. We can actually expect it to come back down. And the reason why is because the next wave that's going to occur is going to be where people, it's commonly called the newbie shuffle, where they're in these top coins, right? Maybe it's Solana and XRP because everybody's talking about it so much, right? But they're not getting into Dogecoin, Cardano, Tron. They don't know anything yet, right? They're not gonna get into any of that. And so as they're sitting there, it's a new plateau. So Bitcoin and Ethereum kind of consolidate a little bit. And then as coins get researched, right, they're going to be dropping into these other ones. Now, there is in the mind that as we're watching this unfold, we're seeing a lot of people gravitate towards meme coins. And it's just because, again, that's the craze right now. When you go on TikTok or if you're brand new on Twitter, you're going to see meme coins everywhere. And so a lot of meme coins are being launched. In fact, today, I have to double check the time. I think it's at 2. It was 3 p.m. Central, if I remember correctly. But I'll be going and joining one of the oh, my phone battery. One of the people that I follow in the crypto space, he has hit he hasn't won all the time, but he has been through every single crypto cycle. And as such, his knowledge is very good. Well, he's multi-billionaire and all the rest. He doesn't need money. However, what he's doing as a fun little test outside of his normal business, he's actually running a test where he is launching a meme coin of his own, but he's not putting any money into it. He just wants to test it. He just wants to see what it's like. He just wants to play a game. And so, I think everything's good now. Let's go back and so everything's good still. So what he's doing is that he's launching his own meme. And let me just go back and see exactly when that is. Here we go. He is doing this on 3 p.m. Central. So 3 p.m. Central, that's 2 p.m. our time. I'm going to be going and joining this gentleman live. His name is Alex Becker. I'm going to go ahead and bring up his profile. I don't know that this will work because this browser might make me sign in. Okay, yeah, I don't have to sign in, but you can see this is his profile here. It's a multi-millionaire. I think he's a centimillionaire. I've been following him for a long time in regards to marketing, and he really made a niche for himself in marketing services for cryptocurrencies. And so here he is. You can see if I scroll down a bit here, you'll see here he goes. He just got off the phone with the lawyers 16 hours ago. I'm cleared to launch a meme coin. The first details drop tomorrow. It'll be chaos. So what he's doing is he's owning zero. He's not buying any. He's not holding any. He's not doing anything. No insiders are in on it. It's 100% fair drop, meaning nobody has an advantage on it. Okay. Only him, but he's not going to be buying. So it's no advantage to him. And so there are ways about making this happen. No one will have an unearned edge. I will announce it officially on next week, and my Twitter and YouTube will be crucial for getting an earned edge. So there you go. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to follow this guy. He's going to, he says he wants to set off a nuke, light a cigarette, and watch, and then walk away. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and on that, and I'll be here on StreamYard watching him. So you can watch me, watch him, and that's what we call meta. So that is, that's my goal. I'm going to be, I'm just going to, see what he does, see what he goes for. So what I did was that I actually queued myself ready for that. Moving assets around, we bring things into position for when these launches come out. And I'm going to suspect he's going to launch it on Solana simply because it's a meme coin. And that's where Solana seems to like to play with, or that's where the memes seem to like to play. So back to how to find a good opportunity. After these altcoins, so that's what's going to happen. People are brand new into it. They're just going to start scanning this and they're going to be like, ooh, Dogecoin, click on it and see what it's doing. Oh, look at that. All-time high is 42 cents. Oh, wait, let's go all. Look at that. All-time high is way up here at 65 cents and it's not quite there yet. And they're going to get excited because they can see an opportunity to double their money. They don't even know anything about the 20Xs yet. They're just like, ooh, I could double my money. So then they go down the list, right? And they just keep on going down the list. Now, what's going to happen is that they're going to lose tons of money on things like, like Apt, Litecoin, Stellar, DAI, Uniswap. They're gonna die on these things. There's SWI somewhere in here, and the reason why is because they don't know anything about. First off, they don't know anything about exit strategy, but more importantly, they're just going to be randomly joining things. So what we want to do is that we want to find opportunities where the numbers just make sense. So let's go and I'm going to scroll down here and find something that's a little bit further down that maybe, oh yeah, here's, look, there's Injective Token. So here's Injective Token. The market cap is 2.44 billion. Okay, these are the first two numbers you got to look at. Here's the market cap right there. I can't even really bring that over, can I? Yes, I can. Let's do this. Right there. That's the market cap. So this is how much money is currently being held in that asset. Now, the next thing that you want to do is you want to look at the full value. So if all of it went into circulation, would there be enough money for all these people? That is the question. If there is not enough money for everybody, somebody's going to be left holding the bag if this crashes. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. So now again, the less there is, the more the less saturated this is, the more risky the opportunity. Okay, so let's go back through some of our coins that we're checking out. I have to yet switch over. I'm gonna bring all my watch list over in here so it's easier. But we've got Bitcoin, we've got Ethereum, ADA, XRP, all of these. But it's when we start getting into like PAL, FAR, Gala, all of these ones here, we're gonna be evaluating their numbers on CoinMarketCap. So that's what I wanted to share with you. That's how you find a good opportunity. And let's start with silver. Beautiful. As we can see, we talked about this yesterday, how it came back and bounced off of it. It basically broke out of this short-term trend line here. It looks like it's working its way sideways a little bit, but watch out because some things I think that within the next week or so, there's going to be some more bad things happening for Trump. And so bad things happening for Trump means people coming together and unifying because so many people said, yeah, we need Trump. So that really was one of the best things about that election, was how many people actually unified. So with the now Biden looking like he wants to get impeached within the last 60 days of his term, because he went to war without Congress approval, and started sending United States assets over the Ukrainian border to hit Russia again, just to mess Trump up. It's kind of like one of those things. Oh, if I'm going down, I'm taking you down with me, kind of thing. And so this dip here, or rather this coming back, that may have had something to do with the war, because whenever that happens, it's like, oh, get some more security. We need more security. So it's not like we just bounced back and came to back to form a new high, but rather there was a retracement. The other thing is that this is all so manipulated. That could be that some people were like, oh, that's it, I'm selling all my silver. And so then they sell and then the rich people buy it because there's smart money, right? So that could very well be what's happening there. All we know is that as it is right now, this low here is definitely testing the low formed in September. And if we go down further than this is where we start just falling down these stairs. So there's this point here. There's this one here at 29. The next one that I would say would be, this one here at 27. So watch as this goes down. As it goes down, start buying, because it will come back. It will come back up. Same thing with gold. Similar pattern. However, as we can see, it actually is coming back to test that line, kind of like I said it would happen. I didn't think it was going to go down that much lower when I drew this squiggly line, but sure enough, did go lower. Now that squiggly line is almost met up with the price action and likely bounce off of that and continue its way downwards. Now, if there is a full-on escalation of war, that is good for the dollar, and foreign investors don't mind taking in some short profits while the war is going on. So that could very well be. And then we'll see what happens when Trump gets in too. I would be surprised if he doesn't go to war, but that's because of my own biases. Toronto Stock Exchange, that all-time high, it's just been hovering within a very short range. What is this, 2%? Not even. 1.3% fluctuation since the all-time high. No, well, we'll just keep on watching. United 30. This, I should remember that when we're dealing with these charts here, the logarithmic chart might not be the best bet. I use it because we primarily work in cryptos, but if we go back to regular here, that might be more representative of what's happening. I don't know. Doesn't change it that much. Maybe it doesn't. All right, US 30. Yeah, great retracement. Great retracement deep into this zone here. So we know that it's got the support. It needs to continue going up. With the insecurity, that's probably what we saw. Like, look at that right here. That was last night. No, that was yesterday morning. 2 hours ago. Yeah, that was yesterday morning. So, very, very in line with the attacks. So, that insecurity would have dropped the price a bit, but, we could very well be ramping back up. We'll see what happens. If it drops already, then we're in good position. We're in good hands if it's dropping fast. All right, here we go into the cryptos. This is that crypto 30, so top 30 cryptos and their average price. And we can see that this is just beautiful.
Sorry, Paul, you need to move over.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Coming up to the end of the runway of this rising wedge here on the global 30. Don't be surprised if we get a little bit of a lull. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but I would say that before the end of the year, we will see another dip down. So As you're holding on to your coins, just be patient. Okay, you might see something fall out of the sky, and you'll be panicking. And I know what that's like. Look at, we just formed another new high since I last chatted with you about the Bitcoin. When we first got started, the high was 94.7. Now it's at 94.83. 94,837. So we're pushing that. Yeah, we're pushing towards that 95,000 mark pretty fast. Again, before it reaches 100, I think we're going to see another pullback. And the reason why is because these are all the people who are holding Bitcoin and stuff, right? And they're just like staying 1 degree away from Bitcoin, or just, they're still evaluating, right? They're looking at the memes. They're looking at all the other options that are available to them. Because remember what I said, once they're in Bitcoin, they're looking at the other stuff, right? They're looking at what else is out there, and they're going to be clicking on things like ranking, categories, especially if they start, here we go, political memes. Look at that, political memes at the top. Synthetics. Here's where we get into synthetic biology and there's tons of stuff here. Animal racing, like so many animal memes. These are all different categories of the Cardano ecosystem. Here's Cardano at the top, right, with the $28 billion market cap. And then we go and we look at, what else is in here. These are all Cardano second layer coins. Okay, now Igon, that's a good one for storage. I find they're a little bit behind. I would like their tools to be a little bit more user friendly, but I'll bet you can bet your boots, because of the way that they value what I value. When this bubble is done, they're probably going to get a bunch of my money on the other side of the bubble, because then after that bubble goes down, it's going to come back up again, just going to be slower than the bubble. But that's kind of like where we talk about what's your exit strategy. Well, my exit strategy is to dump into some of these longer term projects. NewNet, that one there, incredible. This one is actually the purpose. This one is to actually create an ecosystem of nodes that help in processing. So now you don't need to have a fast computer to access something that takes a lot of processing online, because you're actually part of a network of computers that are providing processing power for that data. So think of what they did with blockchain and Bitcoin. Now NewNet is doing that with our computers. Our computers are becoming nodes to provide computing processing power for the rest of the world to use the internet. Like it's wild what's going on. Anyway, decentralized computing, they call it. So as people are, shuffling into these other things, Bitcoin is going to drop. Then it's because they're shuffling into other things, right? So we're going to see altcoins really start to take off over the next little while. Well, bonkers, actually. I shouldn't say take off. They're probably going to go bonkers. And as a result, Bitcoin will probably dip back down, possibly even down to like 82, like where this last big spurt occurred. This might actually be where the retracement needs to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw that, because we don't know for sure, right? But it could come down to there before heading back up again. Okay. And it's because when people are in, they're going to start shuffling their money down this line. And as they do that, there's less market cap in Bitcoin. It goes into other ones. And so we might see a lull. Now, as that occurs, Solana, Polygon, all these other ones, they're going to be going bonkers a little bit, and they may even dip down as well, because people aren't like they're newbies. They don't know what's going on. They're going to think people are going to think they're missing money, and it's going to leave a bad taste in people's mouths, and so on and so forth. Why do I say this? All you need to do is stay the course. Honestly, just do the stupid thing and keep your money in there. Okay. And I say stupid, not because it's a dumb move, but because it's simple. Okay. Don't try to overcomplicate this. don't try to do what I did and scalp opportunities and like sit there in front of the screen and make your eyes bleed. It's not worth it. You put your money where it's going to go, okay? And then as it's going through this process and it goes up and down, don't panic. Just know that, hey, we're going to Valhalla and it's going to be a bumpy ride, okay? and that's really the sentiment that you need to look at this with. Ethereum, look at that, just going sideways. Now I'm looking at 2-hour charts now, just because it helps us get a better idea of some of the movements that are happening, day to day, instead of just looking at a daily chart all the time. I don't want to bore you with that. So look at that, how that's consolidating, and it's getting more and more narrow. Marginally. It's not that much. It's basically, never mind. I'm not going to say that. We can see that it's definitely consolidating, not forming new highs or new lows that are beating each other out. It's just staying in there. This is expected. Might even drop, because again, people are sitting here. They're like, "Oh, this is fun," right? They bought down here and they made a quick, cool 38%, and they're all excited, right? So then they're like, "Oh, what do I do with this?" And this is when they start going into the other coins. That could very well be why ADA is doing what it's doing, taking the 2024 high and setting it aside, saying, yeah, no, we're done this now. So right now, that new high that formed that was this morning at 1 o'clock in the morning, 84 cents US. So this here went up while Ethereum was just going sideways. Why? Because Cardano is a branch off of Ethereum, where the people that were developing Ethereum, they had a disagreement. One side of the team wanted it to be more decentralized, and the other side of the team wanted to make more money. So Ethereum stuck around to make a bunch of money, which they do, because their transactions cost you $30 transaction fee to buy a freaking coffee. So yeah, they went ahead and just did that. And Ethereum and a lot of Ethereum went over to ADA back in 2017. So Ethereum's going sideways, but then ADA gets a big jump during a big boost during that time. Okay, well, that blue light's nice, but I don't need it right now. So that's what I'm talking about. Ethereum is going sideways. People are still coming in, right? But that price drop actually coincided with ADA's price increase. You see that? XRP, Ethereum, this price drop was started November 12th and went to the November 15th. ADA, here's November 12th, and it went up. How much did it go up? 55%, right? So this is what I'm talking about. Now you can start to see this unfold. I hope that helps. I wanted to make that clear before we go too much faster, so that people can see how this wave is happening, how this happens in stages, okay? Bitcoin and Ethereum, big boost. Then they kind of go back and forth, and people are like, what's happening? Nothing's going on with my coins, but it's because they're getting shuffled into other areas, okay? XRP, same idea. People jumped in and then they went to XRP right after they got their Bitcoin. And during this time, that's when Bitcoin started to plateau, right? So this movement here was because people were buying Bitcoin, but then they were shuffling it off into XRP because everybody thinks that this is going to be one of the staples of the new monetary system. Maybe it is. I doubt it. Because again, what monetary system? Oh, right, the fraudulent one. Never mind. That's my sentiment on it anyway. Polygon coming up, definitely making a name for itself here. This low here is providing that support. Hopefully, we see it continue extension up. Again, it's an altcoin, so people are going to be coming to this, especially if they are into gaming, coming into Bitcoin, Ethereum. They're going to be like, whoa. I got to get into Polygon, because by having a whole bunch in Polygon, you can quickly move it into the other coins. Okay, so that's why these altcoins are kind of important. As the Bitcoins and Ethereums get sold off to buy up these altcoins, right? People are in position to get some of the smaller coins, like FAR, for example. FAR is on the Polygon network. So that's what's happening. As that occurs, we're going to start to see these alts start to get some volatility, and already we're seeing signs of that. I mean, since the election. Why did I start the market analysis months ahead? Because I wanted people in these positions before this thing happened, right? But of course, like with community building, people like to wait for a while before they listen to me. So we're just going to go ahead, make a bunch of money, traumatize them into coming and joining us. Solana, yeah, got another nice little jump there after that short time in that wedge. I said there was only so much time. What was it? Yeah, like a day and 16 hours. Well, it just jumped out right away after that. It was like, fine, I'll go now then. And now it's kind of bouncing around. Could very well be. I mean, think about it. Oh, that was Saturday. Never mind. Well, I was thinking to myself, maybe this was after Alex's announcement and everybody was getting ready for his drop. But no, that was before him. Or wait, no, his first announcement was earlier. It is the most recent one where he announced the time. When did he say this? 13th. So he said it on the 13th. And this was on the 16th when it bounced up. So it doesn't quite line up. But here we go. I said I think the meme coins are gonna be kind of the craze as people come in because it's quick and easy. They're like penny stocks. Well, Solana is a major backer for these meme coins. So look at that. You know, this went up because people are getting ready to buy some memes. Doge. We just kind of coasted out of this. We didn't really break out of it. We just kind of coasted out. TRX. Bouncing off that long-term trend line, we're ready to create some new highs. Send this one to the moon, please. I can't wait for this one to be $1. Injective token. Yep. Well, it speaks for itself. It's doing great. It is now almost at the price that I bought back in June. And then this position here is doing very, very well. This position is larger. I bought right there. This position is considerably larger than that first one. There, right there. That's my first position. And the price went down and down. And it was in here, right there, that I was like, okay, I think we're done. I think we're done going down. And I bought a much larger piece here, double the size of the first one. And then since that time, we've gone up quite a bit. In fact, that particular trade is up 50%. But because it was so much larger, I've definitely made lots of money back from this trade already. And we're not even getting started, guys. Like, this is still early into this bubble. 3 protocol still hanging out down low in this consolidation zone. So again, it's on sale just for you. I gotta move my heater here. It's a little bit close. There. All right. So with this down low, great spot, 7.8 cents. This is supposed to be $1. So 7.8 cents is really good. That'd be a 10x on 3 protocol. Woo. Social traded platform, a little bit of a retracement. Now these are further down that line, right? So it's like, why aren't these moving around? How come, you know, Injective had that nice bump up there after the election. But like 3 protocol just had a little bit and then came right back down where it was. So why is that? Well, really, it's only the smart money that was doing these moves here. nobody else who's getting into crypto knows anything about these, right? They're going to have to do some research. They're going to have to watch some YouTube videos. They're going to have to start commenting on crypto Twitter for them to start seeing, you know, these opportunities. So this movement here, this was not smart, or this was the smart money. This wasn't the people coming in. And so now the prices are coming back down a little bit. Why? Because the smart people are like, yeah, I'm good. And then the price comes down a little bit, but it'll only come down a little ways. I'm thinking probably in this area here, because that's where we had some resistance before. Yeah, and then it'll continue on. Wow, this thing really puts out a lot of heat. I got to turn it down. Yeesh. Okay, so let's move on. BitTensor, major project. Now under $480. Definitely in position to go to 5,000 and beyond. So if you want to 10x something that's worth a lot of money already, that'd be good. You go and just buy one BitTensor and then go and watch it overpower Ethereum. It's not hard to do. Ethereum really, I mean, the only reason Ethereum is in existence is because of the ability for people to raise liquidity for their projects. And it's there are so many better things out there other than Ethereum now. Like nobody, I honestly think that the majority of people, as they come on, because the majority of people are broke, they're not going to want, they're going to go ahead and they're going to start clicking, and they're going to see, you know, their $1,000 that they had set aside for Ethereum, $200, $300 of it got chewed up with transaction fees, right? Once they see that, they're going to be like, whoa, no, I'm not doing that anymore. And yeah, honestly, like I think Ethereum will probably still be something used. There's no question. I mean, there's great use case for it, but as far as the retail, you know, average individual, they're not interested. They're not interested. Ethereum basically just wanted to make a bunch of money off of the transaction fees, like what stockbrokers get to do. Really, that's my opinion. Desync. Let's move on. Desync, a great movement here over the last few hours. Coming back up after bouncing off the 24-cent line. Yeah, then we're on our way. Definitely send this one going. Destra Network is going to grow fairly consistently as time goes on. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these because we don't really need them anymore. Now we're just watching zones. Right now with this retracement here, the next spot that I would expect to go and kind of show some resistance would be that all-time high. Right now, that all-time high is at 36%, 34% from there, but it's not stopping. Again, under $1, and this is on sale. Pretty sure that even from here, like even from where we were here, 15 cents, this will probably 30x. From this point here. So what is that from here? That'd be, well, let's just go see. What is 30x from here? That would be right there-ish. $4.50. So from 28 cents, $4.50 is still 15x. Like, oh, this is wild. Wild. Again, altcoin might take a while for the masses to come on board, but we're in position for it. We're in position. 0 by 0. Beautiful retracement. Coming back down. Yep. I'm going to say that a lot. Beautiful retracement. Because that's what they are. They're just beautiful. Few positions in on this one. I'm actually down in all of them. Is that right? No, the second one that I added is right now at that price point. So let's call that support and let's go up, shall we? 0 by 0. I'm not worried because again, I'm in position. You don't want to be chasing the market. Never, ever, ever chase the market. You simply identify the patterns and then position yourself so that you are in where the money's going to be. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. So yeah, I'm holding on to 0 by 0. Yeah, I haven't made anything yet, but I'm in position. I'm not going to be, I don't need to, oh, now I got to go and put some money in my Ethereum wallet so that I can swap it for some 0 by 0. No, I'm here. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. That's how we want to do, and we're going to do it with every one of these things, even on the selling. In fact, I'm going to be selling while it's going up. I'm buying while it's going down. That's called dollar cost averaging. Well, the same strategy applies in selling. You sell while it's going up. You don't sell after it starts coming back down again. Sell while it's going up with the same type of strategy. ARK. Yeah, good old ARK. Great movement there. Coming up from this position, coming back down, retesting that line. Ooh, watch out. This thing is going to go to 10 cents here soon. Yeah, people are going to want this one. If you're interested in ARK, this is going to be $1 again by the end of this cycle here. So, well, disclaimer, none of this is trading advice. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just spewing stuff out my butt because that's what I do to help get some algorithmic interaction. There's my there's my disclaimer. Folks, yeah, probably 10% of these are going to tank. Like some of these are just not going to go. This is high risk. So some of these are just not going to work out. They're going to flop. But the wins are going to more than pay for that. And so that's the strategy. ARK, based on where it's at and what it can do, let's go look at it. So we go into cryptocurrencies, go and type it in, ARK. There it is. All right. Ooh, which one is it? Yeah, 4.8 cents. So there it is. We see there's the market cap, 43 million, and the full value, 47. The total supply is 1 billion ARK, so there's lots left to be purchased. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, this is great. Market, yeah, total supply is 1 billion. So self-reported circulating supply is 920. So people are in, and the full value, it's called fully diluted value. This is everything that is in place, more than enough to make sure that these guys are taken care of. There's nobody left holding the bag for this value here. Wow, there's a 4 million difference within 10%. You're fine. You're fine. That's very good saturation. Yeah. So yeah, that's how we just look at ARK. There we go. Link next. This is that nice consistent one. Bounced off of this, has come back up, now sitting at 16 cents. The big thing is, yeah, let's get this sucker to 32 so we can double our money. Like that's where that's at right now. This is beautiful. This bounce off of this 12. Yeah. DEAI 01 Labs triple bottom formed a new high, now retracing. Looks like it's finding some support off of here. We'll see what happens as again the people start learning about these and bring their money over here out of these out of the altcoins and now into the actual individual coins. Here we go with World. This one has been consolidating very much. You know, we had the election here. The election brought it up 65%, but then it's dropped back down, sitting at 22% down from that high. Yeah, this here is where the purchase was. Yeah, this last purchase, so it was down 6% right now, but look at that, beautiful. This is great. Whenever I see this, I get excited. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't. But that right there is what we can expect. So this energy buildup, that's just going to get worse and worse, and it's going to break out one direction or the other. Yeah, Either way, I'll be making money. PAL, there's there after seeing this drop here, some people were like, oh, that's it, project's dead. And other people are like, no, this is just us reaccumulating. We don't know. We don't know. This one might be one of those failures. Who knows? But there it is. PAL right now up. So I'm not in trouble because again, I waited to buy until I saw this movement here, right? So I'm not in trouble right now. I've actually made 24% off of that. If I come back down to my purchase point here at this point, I'll probably go ahead and just trade it out because I don't know. I don't know enough about the long-term project. There's dispute on what's going on in leadership right now. So, that can be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, look what happened with Ethereum and Cardano. Leadership didn't like what was the direction of things and they went and made something better. So, it's not, the jury's not out. Or yeah, the jury's still out. That's what I should say. FAR. Oh yeah. That one speaks for itself. Let's go back to CoinMarketCap here and bring up PAL. Let's see what's going on. So market cap is 136. Okay, this is getting high. Yeah. So the fully diluted value is 166. So that's getting high. And we're now at 30, almost 30%. Right. So that could very well have nailed it, nailed this coffin. We don't know for sure yet, but that's the type of thing that can happen. I don't see it as being like from a technical standpoint. I mean, it's not at all-time low, right? So could just be having a couple rough rainy days. That's all. Gala, other one that is doing very well since the position I grabbed on November 6th. In fact, since that time, we're up 30%, 31%. IMX. This one here, I don't have anything in it, but I'm watching. We can see here there's been a nice jump, but this deep retracement here, I mean, it's either way, it could go. From a technical analysis standpoint, this one's ready to go either way. Let's go down to a daily chart just to see where we're at in the big scheme of things. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this high here, right there, that was made on the September 26th, that does indicate that we are ready for the next push. This low right here on November 5th, that one there did not beat out the previous low, and that was election. That was the election. And so the little bit that it's gone up since that time, not that much. It's only up 24%, which, that's huge in foreign exchange and stocks and all that stuff. But in crypto, that's really not that much. And yeah, so it's just a matter of watching how things flood in. If we take a look at IMX on here, it's in position. Look at that market cap. 2.2 billion with 2.6 billion in full value. Very nice. Very nice. And if we take a look at the long term, or actually, let's go look at the whole thing. If you're looking at the whole thing, since late 2021, it did very well. Peaked out at $9.30. So, getting 8x out of that one, 7x out of that one. When it comes back up to the all-time high. All right, meme coins, Sundog, a little bit of a retracement coming back down from that position. So, let's hang on to it. Bonk, new high. Told you the memes were going to take off. NPC, a little bit of retracement from that all-time high created yesterday, or Monday rather. Nothing wrong with that. Coming down, retesting this zone. Yeah. Let's just go see what it says on here. Now, this is a meme coin, folks. A meme coin. And look at that. We're 40 million short on this one. So very, very, very good saturation. I mean, again, if this was a long-term project, I wouldn't really be, if this was a long-term project, I wouldn't be as excited, but it's a meme. A meme. Oh my goodness, it's hilarious. So there you have market analysis for November 20th. Yeah, let's have some fun. Folks, the biggest thing to remember as we're going through this, it looks like Bitcoin's making another high. It's going to try. The biggest thing going into this, folks, is to keep a level head. You know, keep a level head. Don't try to get fancy. Don't try to, you know, don't try to swap from one thing to the other. That I'll do that kind of thing because I just have a lot of experience doing that kind of thing. I really encourage people just to take this simply. Don't overcomplicate this. Grab the opportunities that you're comfortable with grabbing. Do your own research. And I'm here to help. Like if you want to get started with this and you need some help from a technical standpoint, you need some help, you know, setting up your accounts. How do I push the button? Where do I buy it? Where do I send it after I buy it? All that stuff. You go ahead, set up a time with me. I'm more than happy to sit down with you for free. And then that way you can feel like you can follow along more with these market analyses. So that's it. Thank you so much. And we'll see you tomorrow.